Persian history. The history of Iran is rich and diverse, spanning thousands of years. Here is a brief overview of key periods in Iranian history. Ancient Persia. Elamite and Median periods, c. 2700 to 550 BCE. The Elamites were one of the earliest civilizations in the region. The Medes, an Indo-Iranian people, established the first Iranian empire. Achaemenid Empire, c. 550 to 330 BCE. Founded by Cyrus the Great, the Achaemenid Empire became one of the largest empires in ancient history. Darius I organized the empire's administration and built the royal city of Persepolis. The empire fell to Alexander the Great in 330 BCE. Hellenistic and Parthian periods. Seleucid and Parthian empires, c. 330 BCE to 224 CE. After Alexander's conquest, the Seleucids ruled Iran, followed by the Parthians. The Parthians played a crucial role in resisting Roman expansion. Sasanian Empire, 224-651 CE. Sasanian dynasty. The Sasanians revived the Persian Empire and engaged in conflicts with the Byzantine Empire. Under Khosrow I, the empire reached its zenith. Islamic period. Arab conquest, 7th century. Islam spread to Iran through the Arab conquest, leading to the gradual conversion of the population. Abbasid Caliphate and Iranian dynasties, 8th to 13th centuries. The Abbasid Caliphate ruled, but various Iranian dynasties, such as the Samanids and Buyids, emerged. Seljuk Empire, 11th to 12th centuries. The Seljuks, a Turkish dynasty, established control over Iran. Mongol invasion and Timurid period. Mongol invasion, 13th century. Genghis Khan's Mongol armies invaded and devastated much of Iran. The Ilkhanate, a Mongol state, ruled Iran for a period. Timurid Empire, 14th to 15th centuries. Timur, also known as Tamerlane, established the Timurid Empire. Safavid dynasty, 1501 to 1722. Safavid Empire. Ismail I founded the Safavid Empire and established Sharia Islam as the state religion. The Safavids engaged in conflicts with the Ottoman Empire. Qajar dynasty, 1796 to 1925. Qajar Empire. The Qajars ruled during a period of decline, facing external pressures from European powers and internal challenges. Pahlavi dynasty. Reza Shah Pahlavi, 1925 to 1941. Reza Shah initiated modernization efforts but faced opposition from traditionalists. Muhammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, 1941 to 1979. The Shah faced growing discontent and protests, leading to the Iranian Revolution of 1979. Islamic Republic of Iran, 1979-present. Islamic Revolution, 1979. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini led the revolution, establishing an Islamic Republic. The U.S. Embassy hostage crisis strained relations with the West. Iran-Iraq War, 1980-1988. Iran faced a protracted conflict with Iraq, resulting in significant human and economic losses. Post-war period and nuclear program. Iran experienced economic challenges and international scrutiny over its nuclear program. Contemporary Iran. Iran has been a key player in Middle Eastern geopolitics, involving itself in regional conflicts. The nuclear deal, JCPOA, was signed in 2015, aiming to limit Iran's nuclear activities in exchange for sanctions relief. Iran's history is marked by a continuous interplay of cultural, political, and religious influences, shaping the nation into the complex and multifaceted society it is today. What is the origin of Persians? Where do they come from? The Persians are an Iranian ethnic group with a long and storied history. Their origins can be traced back to the ancient Indo-Iranian peoples who migrated into the Iranian plateau from the Central Asian steppes. The term Persian is often used interchangeably with Iranian or Iranic, reflecting both ethnic and linguistic connections. Here's a brief overview of the historical origins of the Persians. Ancient Indo-Iranians. The ancestors of the Persians were part of the broader Indo-Iranian ethnic group. These people spoke languages belonging to the larger Indo-European language family. They migrated from the steppes of Central Asia into the Iranian plateau around the 2nd millennium BCE. Elamite and Mede periods. Before the rise of the Achaemenid Empire, the Iranian plateau was inhabited by various groups, including the Elamites. The Medes, another Indo-Iranian people, played a significant role in the region. The unification of the Medes under leaders like Deioces paved the way for the establishment of the Median Empire. Achaemenid Empire. The Achaemenid Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great in the 6th century BCE, marked the zenith of Persian power in ancient times. Cyrus and his successors, including Darius I and Xerxes I, expanded the empire to encompass a vast territory stretching from Asia Minor to the Indus River. Persepolis, the capital built by Darius I, became a symbol of Achaemenid grandeur. Sasanian Empire. Following the decline of the Achaemenids, the Sasanian Empire rose to power in the 3rd century CE. The Sasanians were also of Iranian origin and played a crucial role in shaping the cultural and religious landscape of the region. Zoroastrianism, the ancient pre-Islamic religion of the Persian people, was the state religion during the Sasanian period. Arab conquest and Islamization. The Arab-Muslim conquest of Persia in the 7th century led to the spread of Islam in the region. Despite the conversion to Islam, Persian culture, language, Farsi, and many aspects of the pre-Islamic heritage continued to influence the society. Seljuk and Mongol periods. The Seljuk Turks and Mongols, who conquered Persia in the 11th and 13th centuries, respectively, had a significant impact on the region. However, Persian cultural and linguistic identity endured, and Persian scholars continued to contribute to various fields during these periods. Safavid Empire. The Safavid Empire, established in the 16th century, marked a period of resurgence for Persian identity. The Safavids re-established Shia Islam as the state religion, and the Persian language experienced a cultural renaissance. Modern. Despite foreign invasions, including by the Afghans and the Qajars, Iran maintained its cultural distinctiveness. The Pahlavi era in the 20th century saw efforts to modernize and westernize Iran. The 1979 Islamic Revolution, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, brought about significant political and social changes. Today, the majority of Iranians, including those often referred to as Persians, are descendants of these ancient Indo-Iranian peoples, with a rich cultural heritage that spans millennia. Were the Persians mixed with the Jews? The historical interactions between Persians and Jews have been complex and varied over the centuries. There is evidence of Jewish communities in ancient Persia, and their presence is often associated with key historical events. It's essential to note that generalizing about an entire group's intermixing is challenging, as interactions were influenced by diverse factors such as political, economic, and social dynamics. Here are some historical points regarding the relationship between Persians and Jews. Ancient Persia, Achaemenid Empire. Cyrus the Great and Jewish return to Jerusalem, 6th century BCE. According to biblical accounts, Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Achaemenid Empire, conquered Babylon and allowed the Jews, who were exiled in Babylon, to return to their homeland and rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. Esther and Mordecai, 5th century BCE. The biblical book of Esther is set in the Achaemenid Persian Empire. It tells the story of Queen Esther and her cousin Mordecai, who played a key role in preventing a plot against the Jews. Seleucid and Parthian periods. Seleucid rule and Jewish revolt, 3rd to 2nd centuries BCE. During the Hellenistic period, which followed the Achaemenid Empire's decline, there were interactions between Jews and the Seleucid Empire, which controlled parts of the former Persian territories. The Maccabean revolt, led by the Jewish Maccabees, resulted in the establishment of the Hasmonean Jewish state. Parthian rule, 2nd century BCE, 3 RD century CE. The Parthians, who succeeded the Seleucids in controlling parts of the Iranian plateau, maintained contacts with Jewish communities. Sasanian Empire. Talmudic period, 3rd to 7th centuries CE. During the Sasanian period, which followed the Parthians, there were Jewish communities in the Persian Empire. The compilation of the Babylonian Talmud occurred during this time in the Jewish academies of Babylonia, which were within the Sasanian Empire. Islamic period. Islamic conquest, 7th century CE. With the Islamic conquest of Persia in the 7th century, the interactions between Persians and Jews continued under Islamic rule. During the Islamic Golden Age, which included the Abbasid Caliphate, Jewish scholars contributed to various fields alongside Muslim and Persian scholars. Safavid and later periods. Safavid Empire, 16th to 18th centuries. The Safavid Empire, while reviving Persian identity under Shia Islam, maintained a level of religious tolerance, allowing for the coexistence of religious minorities, including Jews. Qajar and Pahlavi eras, 19th to 20th centuries. During the Qajar and Pahlavi dynasties, Iran experienced socio-political changes, including the modernization efforts under Reza Shah Pahlavi. Jewish communities persisted in Iran, and there were periods of relative stability and coexistence. Contemporary Iran. Post-Islamic Revolution, 1979-present. The Islamic Revolution of 1979 brought significant changes to Iran, impacting all religious communities, including Jews. While the Jewish community in Iran has diminished over the years due to emigration, there remains a small Jewish population in the country. In summary, historical interactions between Persians and Jews have included both positive and challenging periods. The biblical and historical accounts highlight instances of coexistence, tolerance, and collaboration. However, like any complex historical relationship, it is essential to consider the nuances and variations in interactions over time.